exam. This exercise is called top 5 and bottom 5. Okay, this is a little bit longer exercise, so you have to pay attention, and please stop me in case if you are not able to get it, because if you stop me after 5 minutes, trust me, it's pretty late. So if I were you, I'll follow it, because this exercise required quite a good steps, but it's very important exercise. Okay, it also have a lot of other interesting things as I go further. So what we are trying to do, so please understand high level. So high level, we have 50 states, and I want to provide my management an options that that what are the top five high performer states and what are the bottom 5 high performer states. I want to show them, and I want to show them in a one graph, one visual. So far I can do in one top 5, or I can do bottom 5, but I can't do in one visual. It takes 2 visuals. So to solve this problem, we have to use a trick, and the trick is pretty easy. You create a data sets. You create a data sets top. You create a data sets for bottom, and then you combine the data sets. And using that data sets, you create this chart. And I'm going to show you step by step. You will like it. This is really a useful exercise, because when you do analysis, sometimes you don't want to analyze everything. You want to more focus on top 5 or top 10, bottom 5 or bottom 10, like that. And you want to have combination so you can see a simple view. So let's get started. For that, we'll create a new worksheets. Okay. And here we'll say top 5, top 5, top 5 profit, top 5 state. That's right, top 5 state. Okay. Now here we are double clicking on state, and we are double clicking on a profit. I don't need a map right now, so I'm going to click on a show me, and I will say graph, bar graph. So let me repeat what I did. Sometimes I do very fast, it is problem. So I double click on state, then I double click on profit, and then I enable the graph, the chart show me, and I use the bar graph. I use the bar graph. I don't want map, I want a bar graph. So here you go. Let me know if you are here. Everyone is here with me? Okay, please. This is longer exercise, guys, and if you make mistake, it entire exercise you lose it. So keep thumbs up. Now, something I want to help you here. This is something I always use it when I'm doing this. You can see this is lace, this is lace, this is lace, but the graph doesn't look more readable, right? So if you do this, graph will become more readable. Check it out. Check it out. See how beautiful it is, right? Simple thing make a big difference. So sometimes doing sorting, you can see these are the state which are making loss, and these are the state we are making profit. So because I have only 3, I'm going to say top 3. These are loss. You can see they are negative, and these are bottom. Now, how do I remove this thing? So there's no easy way to do this exercise. So the way we will do is a very straightforward, very interesting way. So first of all, we have a graph, we sorted it. Now I'm going to select state, and I put it here. Okay. So when I put state, it gives me dialog box. As I said before, this is something whole day you will see. I'll go to top. I'll say by field. I select top 3. And I'll say profit sum. That's fine. So selected this. By default, it's a profit sum. So now what will happen? It will give me the first, this three top state, and apply. And you can see nicely, these 3 states are showing up. This is my top 3, right? Everyone is with me so far? Top 3, right?
Tushar?
Yes.
Can you repeat the last step, please?
Yeah, last step, this top thing.
Yeah, can you repeat that one more time?
So you first select the state.
Yes.
And put it in filter.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you get top. Select the top 3.
Okay.
And then apply. Okay. Apply. So you should see 3 states.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, no problem. Now be careful, okay? Because I'm going to do a lot of small thing, which is kind of sometimes confusing, but these are steps needed. So these data is top 3 states. So I want to create a data set. So I just want to make sure you understand data source has everything. So source has everything. From there, we are selecting data set. So data set 1, data set 2, data set 3. So data set is nothing but subset. So this is the main source. And from there, we are taking small subset. And then we'll combine it. So it's kind of interesting, right? So how to get data set? So we are going to create data set. Okay. So right click on a state like that, and you will see option called create set. Create set. Okay. So click here, right click here, create set, and then you give a name top 3. Give a name called top 3. So you are giving top 3. And now you do OK. So when you do OK, you will see on your left navigation, you will see data set with the symbol top 3. Give me thumbs up if you are with me so far. So this complete our 20% of exercise. Now we need to create a similar tab. We'll say bottom 5 state. So create a worksheet and we'll say bottom 5 state. So now we have bottom 5 states. Okay. Same process will follow. Double click on state. Double click on profit. Select your bar chart from the chart and sort it. Right. I'm hoping this should not be confusing, right? First I double click on a state, double click on profit, select the bar chart and then sort it. Just like last time we did this exercise. Good. Now please pay attention. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drag the state and put it in filter. Right. Select the top, go to by field. Instead of top, I'm going to do bottom and I'm going to do 3. So instead of top, I selected bottom and I'm going to do 3. Okay. And then I'm going to do apply. So of course, it's going to show me all the states which are making loss. And okay. So far, any question? So far, so good. Okay. Now, I'm hoping everyone is good. So now I'm going to create a set here. So right click on a state and I'll say create set. And this time I'll say bottom 3. Bottom 3. You saw first worksheet I created top 3 and this one I'm creating bottom 3. These are data set, means subset of the data source. Now, okay. So if you notice that I have two data sets, one is here and one is here. Each data set, this one has informations about bottom 3 states. This one has informations about top 3 states. Now I'm going to highlight control switch, hold control switch, and copy, click here and click here and select both of these data sets. So check it out. I already have selected, hold control switch and select top like that. So you both source are selected. No, sorry, we have to create a new data set. Sorry, create a new worksheet. And we'll say top and bottom 3 states. Sorry, my mistake, because we have to create a new worksheets, because this one is top, this one is for bottom, and this is the new worksheet. Okay. Now I'm going to select this one and control select this one. So you're holding control, selecting both, and then right clicking in one of the selected portion. And now you will have options called create combined set. So first you click here, hold control switch, click here, and then right click here and you click on create combined set. This is our third worksheet. Top was here, bottom 3, top 3, bottom 3, and now we are saying combine. So that's what we are trying to do, combine. So we'll have 6 states. So right click and say combine sets. So I'm going to say combine. Now it gives me option. When you combine bottom 3 and top 3, do you want to get all? So both states, in that case, you get 3 plus 3. Do you want common? Do you want these? You have options. But for my case, it's crystal clear. The top and bottoms are two distinct sets. So I just want to combine and create one set. Sometimes you may have one sets and you have other sets, and there might be some commonality between this. And if you want only common, you select this. If you want only for this side, then you select this. Only one. So like left join, out join, we talked about last week. Different type of join you can select. But right now for me, I want to have all. So now do OK. So at this moment, I have data set which has everything. Okay. Now what we're going to do? So very simple, double click on it. So when you double click, it's a in and out. Now double click on a profit. So it's a in and out. So far so good. So first we double click on combine, double click on a profit, right? Now, please understand, you see this symbol. In this symbol, you have to click here in arrow, and there is an options called show member in set. Show member in set. Show member in set. And when you do that, it's going to show you 6 states. Okay. When I double click here, right, there is a arrow is there where you can say show member in set. Make sense? Now click on the graph, the bar graph. And again, every time you do bar graph, Tableau again do in and out. So you click here again, and you can say show member in set and do sorting. And you can see now top 3, bottom 3, top 3, bottom 3 together, right? You can transpose if you want to like that. You can transpose that so it will look more readable. So far, you guys with me? So far, so good. Good. Now, I want to do a little bit labeling and all. So quickly, you know how to do. So I drag profit and quickly do label, color, state to color. So I'll say state to color like that. So let me do a couple of things. So profit, I put it in label so I can have profit and visible. And each states, I want to show if it state is profitable, I want to show green color, and if state is not profitable, I want to show red color. So I'll take a combine. I'll take combine and put it here and see if that helps me. Combine, and I'll put it in color. So check it out. So it right away, it doesn't help me much, combine. So ideally it should, but it did not help me. No problem. I click here and I can say show in member sets, and right away it shows the difference. So here I also click here and say show in member sets, so you can see now different color shows up. So what I did is here I say combine, right? Combine, and I drag and drop like that, and I can do color. But instead of that, I want to make this is profitable, this is a green, and this is red. There's an easy way to do, and I'm going to show you trick. Okay, first sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so bear with me, but I'll just show you trick. So what is trick here? Trick here is profit means positive, and this one is negative, right? So if I ask question, some profit is greater than 0, right? If I just do that, then answer is 1, or it can be 0. 1 means success, true. Otherwise 0 means false. So I'm going to show you calculated variable and its benefit. Hold for 2 minutes. You see that, because sometimes I require a little bit debugging, because here I don't want to go to color and change that what you call red and green divergence and all. But there is a trick here. So I want to show you trick with the calculate variable. So stop it, don't do it. Okay, I'll show you again once it works. So I don't like this color, so I'm gonna drag it and I'll remove it. So color is black and white, no problem. So right click on a, you don't do, just see here, right click on a white portion. So, and I'll say create calculate field, and I'll say profit or loss. So here I'll say here we are doing some profit, so it's a sum and profit, sorry, sum profit, and I'll say greater than 0, greater than equal to 0 less. So if sum profit greater than 0, then it will be 1, otherwise it will be 0. Pretty easy. You see, I created new variable, calculate variable, and this is my, because I know this one is 1 and this one will be 0. So if this is the case, so what happens? Let's see. So I say, okay, I created that. And now if I drag these variable to color, see what happened. Pretty good, not bad. What do you think? It automatically detect this is profitable and these are this thing. Then we can play around this variable, but you see how beautifully it does, and then you can change the color if you want to. But this is a very easy trick to differentiate. This is called clustering. I create a cluster, right? Positive cluster, negative cluster. So positive cluster through condition is true, and negative cluster is the condition is false. So why don't you do now? Right click and do create calculate variable field, sorry, create calculate field, and then write this thing like this. This one has two answers, true or false. So we are creating two clusters. True will have same color and false will have same color. So we created two clusters. The variable name is profit and loss. And now do OK. And then you drag profit and loss on color, and you will see that, right? After dropping, if you want to, if you want to do green red, you can do that, right? You edit color, you can pick like that. See here, after dropping color, you get this. Now you click on this, you get a edit color. Edit color, you have options. So I click on false, and I said false means red, and click here. True means green. Come on. True means green, and apply, and that's what we want.
Tushar, can you show me your condition one more time?
Yeah, profit and loss.
Okay, thank you.
Tableau is very, what you call, powerful, but it has a small, these are all hidden. It's not easy to, what you call, figure it out unless somebody explain. When somebody explain, you will know long period of time. And that is one of the reason Tableau people complain, because there are so much thing hidden. Power BI doesn't have hidden, so everything is visible. However, Power BI doesn't have those tricks, to be honest with you. You have to do a lot of hard work to do this. This is like a easy, right? Okay, so you get this thing, then you drag and drop to color, and then you edit. So you edit color. So when you edit color, you pick color and then say, I want to change this color. And for true, I want to do this. So true means positive, means profit, and false means negative, which is red. And you're done. This type of report, if you show to your management, they will really appreciate, because they know top 5, most of they are interested in top 5, bottom 5. And these are just the work we did, but this is the real important part which we want to show in a report. Questions so far? So far, you guys enjoy? We did quite a good small exercise. Okay. Now I want to take a few minutes and create a dashboard. So I will give you a project, most likely a project, which project is coming, but you have 2-3 weeks. So you have time to 2 weeks, maybe. Like next week will be most likely I'll wrap up, but week after you'll do project, but 2 weeks you have project. Tableau doesn't take long time to create that. You and your group can sit down or discuss, and you will be able to do fantastic job. I'm preparing the recipe for data and all, so I'll give you that. Now let's create a dashboard. This is our first dashboard for Tableau. So in order to do that, you have to click on this link, right? So you click on that and double click and say profit analysis dashboard, right? So you kind of name whatever name you want. Remember, this is worksheet and this is your dashboard. Storytelling next week. I'll run out of time today. So storytelling next week. Now this is my last step topic, and then I'll give a quick overview about Git Bash, and then some of you can explain me your Tableau prep exercise observations. Now you might notice that all your worksheets, whichever we worked on so far, is visible here. Okay, your screen is visible here. This is your page. Okay, so there are a couple of suggestions I will give you. The page is, see, my monitor is this long, this much long, but page it's selected this long. So I'm not using my monitor screen, because it's a good idea to have your what you call dashboard expand to your monitor screen so it's more readable. Otherwise it won't be readable. It will look very ugly. So how do I expand to this side? Very simple. If you see here in your size, if you see on a size, right now it's selecting this size, minimum and maximum. So if you click on this tiny arrow, there is an options available called range. Okay. Option available called range. If you click here, your range. You can select custom size if you want. But they have also nice options here called automatic. I like that. Automatic. It detects your monitor or laptop or tablet and it automatically does that. Very nice feature. So I like that. So here, check it out, automatic. So you can see it expanded. I'm going to hide this graph thingy because it will show me full screen. So I hide that. Can I count everyone is here with so far? Good, good, awesome. Now, this is floatable screen, means you can organize the way you want. So let me show you. Like profit by region, you drag it, and when you drag it, you have option entire window because it's only one. So you just drag, see your entire window. So you double click or you drag, it will take entire window, right? Entire window it will take. So Control C. So you have options to do that, or you can do layout. So this is the layout. So if you do layout, in the layout, you have various options available. So if you scroll down a little bit, you have options available in that say profit analysis dashboard. These are great. These are great borders, nothing right now because we have not added anything, but these are all customizable. I'll show you that today. So you will see that, but this is very, very, what do you call, if you want to make it nicer, you can do that. I'll show you step by step. So in dashboard, you have this thing. Now you can see here, show dashboard title. So if you do that, if I click here, you will have profit analysis dashboard. You can double click and change it also. So if you click here, you can change it. So then you can double click and you can change it. They do have options here. If you see these options, using this option, you can move it around. So here you can move it around. You can move it around, but normally heading supposed to be on the top. So using this, you can move it around. The tiny arrows are there. This tiny arrow, you get many options. So you can see sort and hide, floating. So you can move it around, fixed height. You can do all those containers, vertical containers. You can do all those kind of things here. You can also make this thing pin. Pin means fixed. So I want to make it fixed. So I click here. So now people cannot move. I cannot move it. It fixed. Now I'm going to double click on the profit by region. So I double click. So profit by region is here. So you can see now heading is already there and this is there. So this also took lot space, but then I want to region profit analysis. I want to do now. If I do this, check it out. What happened? If I move my mouse, it is allowing me. Do I want to take vertical? If I move my mouse horizontal, if I move mouse, I can move my mouse and gray area shows up. Yes or no? Gray area shows up. So I can organize the way you want. So I can organize, like example, I can say this way, this way, this way, like that. I can specify. So let's say I'm going to put it here. So this is one side of the wing. This is other side of the wing. Now I want to say bottom, top, bottom, sorry, profit analysis. So I put it here. I have options. So I can see that. I can get that. I want to have top bottom. I can put it here. You can see as I do that, I get options. Again, you can do that. You can float it around. You can organize. You can make it smaller, bigger, adjustment. It's beautiful like that. Just organize the way you spend some time, make it very interesting. I'm not artistic, but I have seen my prior students, they make very professional look and feel, because when you are developing this kind of thing, it's always good idea to have this thing. Can I count everyone has put something?
Can you show me the second one, region?
Just
profit?
move your mouse and adjust that. There is, you will see like a gray color, and just drop it.
Shall I drag it?
Yeah, drag. You have to drag. You move it and move it around, and it will show you the color different way. And if you like, you can drop wherever you want. So drag it, and then you can put it here. You can put it here. You can put it. You will see a gray color, and based on vertical, horizontal slice, you can drag and drop.
Yeah, it's occupied horizontally, whole thing. How can I resize it?
Yeah, you hold like this and then move it around. So or you can delete and try again. Let me just show you. So when you drag, you have options. You want to do whole vertical, whole horizontal. That's what I was showing, right? You decide where you want to drop. In slice, half, and when you drag, it will take that space. Yes, Forum.
How did you make the screen bigger, the full size screen?
Ah, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was explaining here.
Oh,
Automatic.
okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, size, you have to select size, and then from there you select automatic.
Okay.
Murthy, are you able to drag drop? In case you make
Yeah.
accidental error, just delete it. This is all floatable, so you can float it, right? Example, if I click here, and I can say here that this is floatable, you can float this thing. So if I do float, you can float it down. Okay, just
And
put
this X sign
Mhm.
always comes on the right or left?
Which one? Which one?
This
Are you talking about this one?
no, on the top corner, X, a pin, and that one.
It doesn't matter. Sometime it come live, right? It will not be visible when we work on it.
Oh, okay.
This is not going to be visible. This is allowing us. These are designing. We are designing, right? So here you can see I have this side. Okay, we are just designing, and we'll do also next week also some of the thing. But I'll show you quickly. So here. So now when you do that, now go to layout. Layout, and we can give a little bit professional look. Check it out. Okay. So first thing what you are saying, we can make a floating if you want, or control visibility using this thing. Now here border. So you can see right now none. So I'm going to give a border. You see right now how it is and how it will be in few minutes. Okay, ready? So I say border. Okay, so border is given. Now I can select, let's say I want to do this thing. So you can see now I gave border. I select this, right? And I select that and I give a border if I want to. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to, but I'm just saying border. Let's say I give border. I click on that border. I click on that, select the border. So you click on the chart and now everything has a border, right? If you want to see how it looks, they have preview options. So you can see here preview options. So it will look like this. Preview options. So you can look like that. At that time, you will see how you are designing, right? I escape it. So what I'm doing here, I click on layout. Then I click on a particular visuals, border, particular visuals, border, particular visuals, border. Now there is a background. Please pay attention because there are so many clicks to do, and more you see it be easier. Background. Now I click on background, and let's say I want to give a little bit background here, right? So I selected that and I click on this and I give a background. Whichever you want, you can give a background. Okay, you can give a main window, you can select, and you can give a background also. So I give a background to main one. So wherever you select, you are giving background. So I'm giving a background to big one. So I selected the maximum border. So that's the background I'm giving. Okay, so I select that and I'll say this one, I'm going to give this background color. So as soon as I give color, you will see now there are background colors are happening, and I can padding. Padding means I can increase. Right now the padding is there. I can increase and decrease padding. So I click here, and I can increase and decrease padding. So first you need to pick a color which you like, right? Depends on your need, right? So you can pick the color, right? Make sure you take a sober color which presentable to your manager. Once you do that, you click here and then you can say padding. Like example, do you want padding? So you can see padding means like this border 8. If you don't want that, you can do that also. Outer boarding, outer and inner. I like inner one. Inner one looks very professional. Check it out. See, look at that. I'm going to do that. It will look more professional when you do inner. Inner will look more professional because it gives you options. So it's kind of nice one that you can do that. So inner one is good. You can have like a nice, the look and feel. Your border will be nice. You can particular item, you can go and do the color also. Each item you can go inner, and you can see now. You can see. So you can see now this graph is getting better, and more framing. You are getting nice framing on that. Let's say if I click here, and if I do inner padding, I like inner padding because it gives me more professional look rather than its side. So you can see I organize that. See how nice it looks. Same thing. I click here and I do inner padding. Again, you need artistic view. I am not artist, but I have seen some of my team member does this thing. So it's kind of nice. And same thing you can do here, inner padding. So you have nice, you can see nice visual, presentable form. Questions? Question, concerns, doubt.
So Tushar, so from the dashboard, if you want to present this to your boss or your manager, and for example, and you want to make it bold to be the only thing they see, do you just, when you click, for example, click on profit and region, it's going to come bolder and cover the rest?
No.
Or it's going to be just the way it is on the dashboard?
It will be just like this. It will be just like this. And let me show you so you will understand. So right now, if I do preview, this is what my manager will see. So you can also do bold, you can do logo, we'll talk about next week also. But if I click here, then this is what my manager will see. And my manager has a way he can do like interactive. You can see he is interactive, right? He can also enable California. He can do this one. He can do all those interactions. He can do filtering and all interactions he can do in my data. My manager has access. So this filter give him opportunity to play around. So he can play around. Manager has all options available. Like you can see true, false. He has all options. This is interactive graph. You can click here and it's interactive graph. He can play around. So example, if I click on, let's say Texas, you can see other data are reflecting. If I click on this, you can see other data are reflecting. If I click, so these are interactive graphs. So you can make that graphs interactive. Make sense or no? Right?
Yes.
These are not PowerPoint, these are interactive graphs. So manager really like that. So you can click on that and you can see that effect. Now, one thing I want to show you, see if I click on South, please pay attention. If I click on South, the last thing here, if I click on South, what happened? This is not changing. If I click on South, I want to see South related profit for region and South related loss. So if I click here, this is not changing. And if I click on, let's say South, right? This is not changing. If I click on this, this is not changing. So why these are not changing? So they are not interlink. So I'm going to show you how to do interlink. So if you want to interlink that, what you need to do is this filter is there, right? This is the filter. Just click in fill that. So you can say use filter like that. So you can see now this guy, if I click here, everything will change. Make sense or no? So that become filter. But let's say I want to make this one also filter. So you click here and make that filled one. So this is also filter. If you want to make this one is filter, click here and make that filter. And if you click this one and make filter. So now everything is filter. Okay. So if I do all, now check it out. All, I'll bring everything back. So everything should be visible. Everything is visible. Now check it out. So if I click on South, everything will change. If I click on East, everything will change. If I click on Central, everything will change. So this is very interesting thing, right? Slicing and dicing. So manager can say, I want to see technology only. So he can see technology specific. Office supply only. So he can see that office supply. And if you want to reset, you double click on the same item and he can reset it. So if you double click on the same item, he can reset it. Make sense? So like example, if you want to say Michigan specific, So you can see Michigan specific. If you say, no, Texas specific, you can see Texas specific. So each and every graph is become a filter, which is kind of cool, right? Really, really like slicing and dicing. So this is like a dashboard. Some of the things we'll cover next class, but any question, concerns? I hope you are
way.
Huh? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. On the profit analysis on the dashboard, is there a way to just zoom out US and it's like just to show the US map?
Yes, and this is I think options available, so you can do like this and this, right? Like that.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay. And then you can move it up and down, right?
Yeah. I think you can draw and you can also do that. So here, like example, I draw it like this and only that portion becomes zoom like that. Okay. So you can do that also, which is kind of nice, right? And you can zoom out, zoom in like that.
Thank you.
Okay, so that complete my part. I still think wanted to teach this Git bash. So can we, first of all, so far, did you guys enjoy or not? Because all those test cases type of lab we did, we created a variable, we created this, we created a data sets, we created top down, we created a dashboard. It's a beautiful story. Just knowing this, I can give you guarantee if you go in a real life, what you just did it is very impressive. Why? Because you have, this is just a beginning, right? When you do the project, you have an opportunity to get data from various sources and all, right? Now we have two choices. It's so 920.
This could be.
Sorry.
So now I was going to ask you, like, so on the exam for the certification, this will all be on the exam.
Yes. Everything what I teach is an exam.
So they will ask what you. So what do you suggest? I mean, like this is just a little bit too much information. You suggest like practice. That's the way, because I mean this is just too much that we did just now. So
yeah, so they will not ask you to memorize it. They will ask you to they will say give X padding to this. So you should know where it is. That's pretty much it. It's not that complex exam. They will say, do this thing, like example, if I do background color, right? So they may ask, okay, do background color, this one. Or they will say, pick this background color. So you should know how to do that background color. You don't have to memorize anything. So the exams are in twofold. One are theoretical and one are practical. So exam is easy actually. Practical is a lot easier. And you are going to get a job based on practical, right? If you don't know practical, then you can't do the work, right? So exams are in twofold. One is theory. I think theory is 20%, 80% is practical.
So like you advise just this part just to practice more and more and just watch the video and practice more. Yes. Because I mean, okay.